नमो नमः सर्वेभ्यो नमस्कारः Shubhodayam. Today is the fourth day of our classes on traditional values and Sanatana Dharma in Mahabharata by Dr. Karanam Nagaraja Rao garu. And we will start this session with reciting Vande Mataram and chanting Prarthana. Let us request Chala Chittibabu garu to recite Vande Mataram, please.
Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram, Sujalam Sufalam, Mulayajasikalam, Sasyamalam Mataram, Vande Mataram. Jyotsna pulakitayamini pullakusumita drumadala shobhini Suhasini sumadura bhashini Sukadham varadam mataram Vande Mataram Vande Mataram.
Vande Mataram. ధన్యవాదములండి చల్లా చిట్టిబాబు గారు. Now let us request Jayashree garu to chant Prarthana, please.
Unmute. Meditate for 1 minute. Three times Omkaram. Om. Om. Om Gananam Tva Ganapatigam Havamahe Kavim Kavinamupamashravastamam Jeshtarajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspada Anashranmannodivi Sida Sadhanam. Om Shri Mahaganadhipataye Namaha. Om Prano Devi Saraswati Vajebhitvacinivati Dhinamavitriyavatu. Om Shri Mahasaraswatye Namaha. Gurureva Gati Gurumeva Bhaje Gurunaiva Sahasmi Namo Guruve. Na guru paramam shishurasmi guru matirasti guru mam pahi guru jnananandamayam devam nirmalaspatikakrutim adharam sarvavidyanam hayagrivam upasmahe shruti smriti purananam आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतङ्गमय। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। मातृदेवो भव पितृदेवो भव आचार्यदेवो भव अतिथिदेवो भव। ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। శ్రీ గురు అందరికీ నమస్కారాలండి.
ధన్యవాదములండి జయశ్రీ గారు. Now let us request our speaker Guruji Karanam Nagaraja Rao garu to start the webinar, please.
वरदरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्याये सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्. Good morning to all of you. And we are in the mode of knowing something about Mahabharata. For the last 3 days, we have been discussing different aspects in the Mahabharata. First day, well, introduction part was over about Mahabharata, emergence of Mahabharata, how it came out and all these things. In the second day, we discussed dharma, because dharma, out of dharmartha kama moksha, so what is dharma and what is dharma sushmata, and all these issues we discussed with respect to the story of dharma vyadha. Third day, what we discussed was Kama. Yesterday, we were discussing about Kama, and with reference to the story of what is Kama, Moha, these two aspects we discussed elaborately with the example of Hidimba and also Shurpanakha of that nature. And then coming to today also, like any other previous day, we will be discussing some aspect of the charity, how to do the charity. Charity means dhanam. Instead of calling charity, in the entire discourse I will be telling about dhanam only. I will be telling, because charity is not an actual translated word. Charity means English charity is something different, and dhanam has a lot of other aspects. At the end of the story we can come to know. So dhanam, because that is the reason why we have a book on Sanskrit non-translatables like that. Rajiv Malhotra has come out with this book. There are certain things which we should not translate at all. We have to use it like that, so that other people also can use the same words, because English people will be using some words which we are doing the same thing, no, same words we are using. Similarly, our words also, why we should change for the sake of other persons? Rakshasa is there, Asura is there, all these things we will be translating it as a demon. The significance of Rakshasa, because for all these things etymological meanings will be there. For all our most of our words, etymological meaning will be there. So use the same word only. So if they use the same word, that will be more apt. Maybe that is one of the reasons. Maybe second reason is that the charity, instead of calling charity, dhanam I will be calling. What is the dhanam? What are the types of dhanams we are having? How a dhanam should be given? What type of dhanam is to be given? Which type of person should be given? Which time it should be given? Desha, Kala, Patra. All these things we will be discussing with respect to the story of Karna, and also with respect to the story of Dadiji, both persons. This is a subject matter of today's discussion. Maybe I have changed the subject because even the organizers also will be listening to the same lectures every time. So I wanted to change the subject matter also today. So that it should be, it is a new means it is maybe they will be knowing the subject, but still from my side it is a new thing for them also. So in that way I would like to start this discussion today. Dadichi and also Karna. First I will be discussing the Danam that has been done by Dadichi. Everybody knows the story, but what is the significance of Dadichi story, and that we will be discussing today. The setting is Kruta Yuga. Kruta Yuga is Kruta Yuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapara Yuga, Kali Yuga we are having. In the Kruta Yuga, there were a herd of powerful asuras or Rakshasas called Kalakeyas. Kalakeyas, they were very powerful, very cruel, and always prowling upon gods, and they were waging wars with gods. And the chief of that Kalakeyas was Vrittasura. Vrittasura, he was creating a lot of troubles for all dharmic activities in the world as a whole. He was actually taking away the havis that has been given to the gods. He was taking the entire havis, and Devatas were becoming weak. What is the significance of Devatas becoming weak? Because if Devatas become weak, what will happen? On the earth, we don't get water because Devatas are the persons who can bless water for us, who can give rain for us, who can give Agni for us. And all these things we depend upon each and every aspect, Vayu, Agni, water, and all these things. There are different gods are there. Different gods are designed for us. So all these gods will bestow all their resources to people as long as they are also powerful. And that for the same reason only we perform yajnas and yagas. Yajnas and yagas, the people will be telling that yajnas, yagas, whatever havis we are putting is a waste. Not like that. Yajna has a lot of significance. Yajna means when we perform an yajna, whatever havis we are going to put it, the havis is being taken by the gods. When the gods are taking all this havis, they are pleased with the people, and because of this reason, they will be bestowing rain, they will be bestowing all other resources to the human beings. That is the reason why Bhagavad Gita we come across a shloka, what is called Sahayajna Praja Sushtva Purovacha Prajapati, like that. Anena Prasavishyadva. And Brahma, it seems, he told, I am creating gods and I am also creating yajna. And I am creating you also. You perform yajna, please the gods. Gods will bestow you and they will, you are pleased by them. So that you depend upon, mutually you can you are dependent upon each other. So yajna is one of the ways by virtue of pleasing the gods like that. So here what happened is that Vrittasura, when he was very powerful, he was destroying these dharmic activities and also he was taking all the havis for himself and gods were becoming weak. So gods what to do, because there were no rains in the earth, people were suffering like anything. At that particular point of time, all gods approached Brahmadeva and asked, Sir, Swamiji, this Mahan Bhava, this is a condition that is prevailing in the earth. What we should do? Then Brahma suggested, Vrittasura is a very powerful person. With normal weapons, we can't kill him. We can kill him only with a weapon that is molded by the what is called backbone of any rishi, who has sit erect for almost more than 1,000 years, uninterrupted. That type of person's backbone, if you can take out, with that backbone, you can create a powerful weapon by means of which we can destroy this person, Vrittasura. So you search for the type of person. And gods began searching for rishis who were there in the tapas. This Dadichi they found. Dadichi was a person, he is a rishi. He sat in one place for 1,000 years, uninterrupted, he was doing tapas. So what will happen? The power that backbone will be so erect and so powerful with all this taposhakti that it has lot of powers. So all the gods approached came to him and they were asking Dadichi, Rishi, we have come for Loka Sangrahartam, for the purpose of doing some good to the society. We have come to you. We are gods. We need your help. Dadichi was very much pleased to give anything which gods will ask, because not that they are gods and he is giving like that. The purpose is to save the society as a whole. So when they come there, then they requested that, because we went to Brahmadeva and Vrittasara is a powerful asura, and he is telling that if a rishi's backbone is taken out and the rishi must have performed 1,000 years of a tapas, with that backbone we can create a weapon, and we are coming and we are asking you to donate your backbone like that. Nadishi was very much pleased. He was actually doing some social cause, because after all, why this entire tapas was done? It is for the sake of the society only. Loka Kalyanam is more important for him. So immediately what he thought was that out of his own volition, he reduced himself to ashes by his powerful tapo agni. He got scorched and the backbone got remained. And Twashta Prajapati came there. He took out that backbone. With that, he molded Vajrayudha. The Vajrayudha was used by Indra. With the help of that Vajrayudha, he killed Vrittasara. That is a subsequent story. Lot of stories there which we are not discussing. Only this Dana aspect only, this Danam aspect only we are discussing. This is one aspect of Danam which he has done. The second aspect of Danam we will be discussing with regard to the Danam that has been performed by Karna. And then we will try to compare these two Danams and also try to analyze what is the Sattvika Danam, what is Rajasika Danam, and what is a Tamasic Danam. And that is the ultimate purpose. Ultimately, we should know what type of Danam we should give. So here we know, everybody knows the story of Karna, but still I will be telling the story because the background should be there. And Pandavas were in exile. Indra wanted to do some favor to Pandavas. The war is about to happen, because Krishna's Rayabaram to Hastinapura was also over by that time. Krishna went to Hastinapura and he pleaded for 5 villages at least with Duryodhana, which he refused to give. So ultimately, when the Rayabaram failed, that is Sandhi failed, Krishna comes back. Krishna comes back, and any time war can be declared. That was the situation. People were actually getting support from different kings, accumulating the soldiers. That was a time. And that was a time Indra wanted to take away the Kavacha Kundalas of Karna. Kavacham is there for him, inbuilt Kavacha, inbuilt protected armor against any arrow is in the inbuilt Kavacham, which Karna was having. So here he wanted to take out that Kavacha so that he can be easily killed by Arjuna in the warfare, so that Dharma can be established. This is the idea of Indra. So Indra, on one day he came, he wanted to come there and he wanted to ask that Kavacha by way of Dhanam from Karna. Karna was having some Vratam. Vratam means, sometime back I told, maybe first, Vratam means actually you take a oath that I will be following this Vratam, come what may. This is a Vratam. This is because first day I told you about the Vratam. Second day I told you about Vratam. Vratam is actually that Muni sitting in one forest, he has taken a Vratam that I will talk only Satyam, nothing else. Even the thieves come and will be asking where are the villagers. He wanted to tell the truth, Satyam, and he told the Satyam, and because of this reason Himsa happened. So that story we know. Similarly, Karna was having one Vratam. The Vratam is that when he completes his bath, ritual bath, every day he used to do bath in the early morning and facing the sun. And once that is performed and once he comes out, whoever is waiting for him and whoever is asking anything, he is to give. That is his Vratam. If they ask the kingdom also he will give. That is his Vratam. The Vratam, he has adopted this Vratam. Very frequently he will be telling is that fame is more important than the life. So I stand by my word, and whoever is asking anything, I would like to give. That is his Vratam he has adopted. So what happened is that here Indra knows this Vratam of Karna. he wanted to come to Karna at that particular time only. So by the time what happened is that Surya Deva sensed this entire plot, and one day he appeared in the dreams of Karna. He will not come to the Karna and he will be telling. That is as per Mahabharata. He comes in the dream of Karna and he will be telling, "Oh Karna, I am advising you not to give your kavacha to Indra. Indra will be coming to you as a Brahmin, in the guise of a Brahmin he will be coming. And he will be asking with you a danam, because you are having a vratam, I know, but still don't give your kavacha. The day the kavacha is last, it is the day from which you can count your days." This is the same word because a Sanskrit shloka is there like that. So he will be telling like that. Once he tells like that, Karna was astonished. He profusely thanked Lord Surya for the benevolent advice. But he was having the principles, values he was having. He was having the vratam. So he tells, "Oh, Suryadeva, I am a steadfast devotee to you. I wanted to follow your advice, but still, because of this vratam, I can't deviate my vratam." And here the question is, he is facing the imminent death on one side, and he is seeing glorious fame on the other side, Karna. And he tells one thing to Surya. "See, I am telling you one thing. You know that according to Shastras, Brahmadeva on one occasion he told. What he told is that a man's age in the world is the age of fame, his age of fame. As long as his fame is remembered, his age is there. That is his age. Not any age. If a person lives for 150 years or 200 years and has not done anything, his fame is not there. Ultimately, what will happen is that he is forgotten to the dustbin of history only. He will not be remembered at all. So what is more important is that your fame should be there in the world. As long as your fame is there, that is your real age. That is what Brahma has told. I value more of fame than my life. And because of this reason, what I will be doing is that I can't say no to Indra also. Please, you don't mistake me like that. Then Surya tells, "Yes, okay, I can agree with you, but still you are destined to die because of this reason. If you give it, you are destined to die. Your fame will be there, that is what you are telling. But what is the use of the fame, tell me?" Surya will be telling all these things. What is the use of your fame when your body is consigned to flames and turning to ashes? For the dead man, what is the fame? Fame he will be knowing? Only when you are alive, you will enjoy anything. But the fame of the dead man is like a garland on the dead body only. So what is the use of it? See, because you are my ardent devotee, I am advising all this to you. Then Karna told, even then also, I don't want to deviate the path. And I wanted to give to Indra, if at all Indra comes, and he asks for Kavacha, and I'll give the Kavacha only, because I value the fame more than my life. This is what he tells. This is the conversation that is there in Mahabharata. Then what happened is that Surya leaves that place, and then on the next day, Karna performs his ritual bath, and he was actually coming out. At that time, an old Brahmin was waiting for him. And Indra could sense, Karna could sense that this person must be Indra only. Then he came there and he was asking, and what do you want like that? Then this man asks, I am a Brahmin. I am seeking dhanam from you. The dhanam is that you should give me your kavacha, you should give me. Armor, you should give me. Then Karna was definite that he is Indra only. Then he begins to tell what is the use of this kavacha. And Surya, one more aspect also he will be telling. Surya, what he will be telling is that when you give this kavacha, at least because you are very adamant that you wanted to give kavacha, if at all you are going to give the kavacha, at least put a condition to Indra that you take from him any powerful ayudha, that is called, he is having, Indra is having a Shakti ayudha he is having. If you hurl that Shakti ayudha, it can kill 1,000 people at a time and comes back to you. And again you can reuse it. Like that the weapon's power is like that. You take that astra at least and then you can give. That also he has told. And Karna agreed for that. Now Indra has come. He begins to argue with Indra, stating that you are a Brahmin. You don't have any use with my kavacha, even if I give it to you. Why don't you ask any jewels, any land, any cows, or any other things, any number of things you can ask, I can give you. Then the Brahmin was persisting that I want only kavacha. Then Karna smiled at him and he told, I know that you are Indra. You have come here to save Arjuna. I know it. But that is the reason why you are consistently you are asking. But as a Brahmin you have come. As a Indra you have not come. As a father of Arjuna you have not come here. You have come as an Indra and you are asking all these things. For a Brahmin, the kavacha is of no use. So kavacha, what you can do with it? You can't do anything. So that is why it is not advisable for you to ask this thing, and it is not advisable for me to give this also. I am not really interested in giving this one, but still you are insisting on this. I can give it to you because it is of no use for you. Can I expect a boon from you? Then Indra said, what is a boon? Then he was telling, you give me the Shakti Ayudha. Then Indra thought for a while. Then he told, I can give Shakti Ayudha to you. But thing is that here, for me, Shakti Ayudha, if I put the Shakti Ayudha for an enemy, it kills 1,000 people and comes back to me. But if you use it, it works only for once. For any one person, you can use it. Once you use it, it kills that person and it will come back to me, not to you. This is the condition. With that condition, I am going to give you. Karna was so much pleased. I am having only one enemy upon this earth. The enemy is Arjuna. I would like to kill with Shakti Ayudha Arjuna only, and then let it go to you only. I don't want it. He says. Karna, the Indra smiled on his own. He thought, not that he will be telling Karna also. I know that you will be asking this only. I will give the Shakti Ayudha also, but I know that this Arjuna is being protected by Paramatma Sri Krishna. As long as he is there, no Ayudha can do anything for him. So he can protect. He knows how to protect Arjuna. That confidence I am having. So I can give you the boon details. Then Karna will be also asking one more thing. Then once I cut my kavacha and give it to you, my body will be debilitating stage. To restore my body at least. Indra agrees for that also. And then Indra, what he does is that he gives that Shakti Ayudha. Once he gives the Shakti Ayudha, Karna cut off his entire kavacha and he gives it to Indra. He gives it to Indra. Indra restored his normal state of affairs. And then he took the kavacha and he left. This is all gods appeared on the sky and they were showering all petals and all these things upon Karna. And everybody was praising Karna's sacrifice. And Duryodhana was the person who was actually not at all happy with this entire episode. And this is the story part. Then coming to what is the danam that is performed by Dadiji and the danam performed by Karna. Both we would like to analyze. Let me see the time. 7 o'clock. Okay, time is it. Okay, here in Bhagavad Gita, again, we come across in the 17th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna will be discussing with Arjuna with respect to 3 types of dhanams he will be discussing. The 3 types of dhanams I will be telling. One is Sattvika Dhanam, one is Rajasika Dhanam, one more is Tamasika Dhanam. 3 types of dhanams we will be discussing. First one is Datavyamiti Yaddanam Diyate Anupakarine Deshe Kalecha Patrecha Taddanam Satvikam Smrutam. This is called Satvika Danam, which means that if you are having Datavyamiti Danam, it is my duty to do Danam. In that fashion, if any person is doing that Danam, Deshecha Kalecha Patrecha, you have to see the Desha, that particular place, that particular time, and also the particular person. All these three persons should match, which means that Kale, if you can see the Kale means at the right time only you should give this dana. When the time is not good, you are not supposed to give this dana. And one more thing is that when you are giving this danam, you have to give it to which should be useful to the donee. Donor is on one side and donee is on the other side. Donor is the person who gives the danam. Donee is the person who takes the danam. When the donor gives a danam to a donee, the donee, it should be useful for that person. If it is not useful for that person, it is not a sattvika danam. Here, what they are Bhagavad Gita they are referring is that the persons who are what is called Angavaikalya people, that is called physically handicapped persons, persons who are suffering from any disease and all these things, persons who are suffering from hunger, and they are, kalam means it is at the time of famine, when famine is there and people are suffering like anything. This type of that play at that time, when there is a worthy person is going to come. Worthy person means the person should have the use of that particular one, and he should have that capability to take that danam also. If that is there, then if that is performed, that is called sattvika danam. One definition is over. The second there is rajasika danam. Rajasika danam is like this. Yattu pratyupakarartham phalamuddisya va punaha diyate cha pariklishtam taddanam rajasamskrutam. This is the second type of danam. So when you are giving a danam, what you are, this is a little bit inferior quality compared to sattvika danam. When you are giving a danam, what you will be doing is that you are doing pariklishtam. Pariklishtam means what you will be doing is that you will be feeling that with some klesham in your mind, but you are not willing to give it. When you are not willing to give it, you feel, oh, I am losing it, like that. If you feel like that and if you give it, that is pariklishtam. So if you are giving any dana with some sort of hesitation and all this, that is called pariklishtam. Second thing is that pratyupakarartham. You wanted to take a quid pro quo arrangement. I am giving you to this danam and you have to give me this danam, like that. This is called pratyupakarartham is there. The pariklishtam is there. Then phalamuddisya punaha. And you are also thinking that I wanted to, you are by virtue of giving this danam, I wanted to get some phalam. Phalam means what is called karma phalam, because I wanted to get some fame, some name, or some punyam, some merit. If you feel like that, this danam is called rajasika danam. Rajasika danam is a little bit inferior quality. Sattvika, when you compare to sattvika danam, this is a little bit inferior quality. Then there is a worst danam is there, which is called the danam is called tamasika danam. Tamasika danam adesha kale danam apatrebhyascha diyate asatkrutam avagnatam tattama samudahrutam, like that it will be telling. Adesha kale ante, then what is called asatkrutam means you don't have any respect for the donee. If the donee is coming, that just because I am giving it, so many persons, you ask them to stand in the queue and you will be just like that distributing it as if it is you are doing something great. So this is called asatkrutam. Then avagnatam means with a trunikara bhava means this person deserve, okay, well, let him go, like that. In that way, if you give like that. And adesha kale, and the adesha kale means that is time is not the good time, because what is the time if you are going to give, when a man is having plenty of rice in the house, if you are going to give danam to that person, and again there is no use. When there is durbhiksham or when he is in need, then only you are supposed to give it. Adesha kalecha apatrebhyascha the person who is going to take it should be worthy person to take it, and it should be useful for him. That the object of donation or object of charity should be useful for that person. If that is given, that is called tat tamasa mudahrutam. That is a tamasa dana, people will be telling. Now, these are the three types of danas Krishna will be discussing here. दातव्यमिति यद्दानं दीयते अनुपकारणे देशे काले च पात्रे च तद्दानं सात्विकं स्मृतं. Like that, satvika dana, whether dadichi dana and karnas dana, both if you can compare. Dadichi, when people approached, the all gods approached Dadichi, he was in the mode of tapas for 1000 years. They came there and they were asking, we wanted to have some dhanam from you. He was asking for what purpose. Then they were telling that this is for the purpose of the society as a whole, and we are gods, and because we could not kill Vrittasura, so we wanted a backbone of a rishi who has performed 1000 years of tapas. That is what Brahmadeva has told, and we observed that you have done 1000 years of tapas, uninterruptedly you have done it, and we feel that your backbone is worthy enough to kill that Vrittasura. Can you donate it? That is what he did. He just sat there. He did not talk anything with the devatas. He just, on his own volition, he consigned himself into ashes, leaving aside the backbone. What did he ask? Did he ask anything? He did not ask anything. After giving my backbone, please restore my body, he did not ask. Never. Pratyupakarartham, it is not there. Pratyupakarartham is not there. The purpose of the dhanam is again for what? It is the time is there. Desha kala patra, both are there here. The time is also, what is the time at the time? Vrittasura was actually giving a lot of trouble to the dharmic activities, and Vrittasura has to be suppressed in order to restore the dharmic rhythm in the society. That was the condition. So that is also right time. Right time. People are also yogya people have come, and they are worthy to take that particular dhanam. If I give this dhanam that is useful to those persons, so it is useful to the donee, it is useful to the society. He is not asking anything back from those persons. He did not talk at all anything, talk also anything, just consigned himself into flames, and he remained into ashes, and leaving us aside his backbone. With that backbone, they used it, and then they molded it as a Vajrayuda, and with Vajrayuda, they killed Vrittasura. This is the story of Dadichi. Then when it comes to Karna, let us say the Karna Dhanam, where it fits into. Karna is willing to give the Dhanam because he was telling repeatedly, he was telling with Surya also, he will be telling. In other places in Mahabharata also, he will be telling that this is my vratam. This vratam I am following. This vratam is also some sort of dharma only. So this vratam I am following because even though it is at the cost of my life, I am following this the vratam because I value fame more than the life. This is what he will be telling. One aspect. Second aspect is that Indra has come in the form of a Brahmin. As far as Karna is concerned, he is a Brahmin only. The Brahmin, if he is going to take the kavacham, it will not fit to Indra. Indra doesn't need it. A Brahmin doesn't. Brahmin, even if he takes it, what is the use of that inbuilt armor which suits the body of Karna and this old Brahmin? No use. The donor, what is the donor problem is that donor, if he gives it, he will be losing his life. And Dharma Shastra says that you can't do anything what is called at the cost of your life. Life has to be preserved first of all. If life is there, then you can do something good. If life is not there, what good you can do? So what you are doing is that by virtue of sacrificing your life, you are doing unnecessary some dana to apatrebhyascha. One person who is not worthy to take the dhanam you are giving. So that the donee is not the right person. The time, let us see the time. Time is also not good. What is the time at the time? another few days only, Kurukshetra war is going to happen. Kurukshetra war, why the Kurukshetra war, entire plot of Kurukshetra war is plotted by Duryodhana is that he is dependent upon Karna only. From the beginning, and the day he bestowed Angarajya to Karna, he was having the feeling that this is the only person who can protect me in the warfare, because he is having inbuilt kavacha. He is having the blessings of Parashurama, and he has got this astras, all astras from Parashurama, and he knows warfare, and he is the only person who can stand against Arjuna in the battlefield. And because Karna is there, he is starting the war. If Karna is there, not there, he would not have started the war, because he knows very well that Bhishma, Drona, and other persons are always, though they are in this side, one way or other way, they are the supporters of Pandavas only. He knows it. And on the strength of only one person, he wanted to do the entire battle. That is why, that is the reason why, that is why the friendship has been established and cemented in such a form that each person, and Karna has also promised Duryodhana some time back that my last blood drop is also for your sake only. For your sake, I do anything for your sake. All these things are there. The background is like this. Now what he has done? Akalam. Akalam means the time is not good. The time is not good. Imminent war is going to happen. Duryodhana, all these days, so many number of years, he is depending upon Karna, and Karna is always telling that I am the only person I can kill all the persons. This is how he was telling. And now suddenly what happened is that did he not deceive Duryodhana in that way? Friendship is also a dharma that he has established some time back. What is a dharma here? And here he has donated his kavacha, which is not useful to a person, and he has it is useful for him. That is what the dhanam he has done. And dharma dictates that one should not sacrifice his life. One should not do any dhanam at the cost of the life. This is the thing. You cannot donate for a wrong cause. It is a wrong cause only. Wrong cause means because when Indra is asking this dhanam, Indra is actually asking Karna to write his own death warrant. That is what he is doing. And one thing what you have to understand is that any dhanam which we are giving is that dhanam should not be given for an unworthy person. Suppose an alcoholic person comes to you, he will be always in the habit of taking drinks. If you give money, he will spend it for drinks only. He is coming and asking you charity. Should you give it? Not required to give for him. You can say no to him also. Similarly, if a terrorist comes and asks you money or something donation, should you give to him? Because he will be using it for the purpose of doing something wrong to the society. That should not be given. You should not encourage those people at all. That is the idea of dhanam. Dhanam is actually, vratam is there because I am having a vratam. That vratam is actually, anybody is asking anything, I am going to give it. The vratam is also a dharma, but dharma is subservient to the, that is called paramadharma. Paramadharma is, what is paramadharma? Society's safety is more important. Like the second day story what we have told, the king is that one Muni was there, he was in the habit of telling the truth, and some thieves were chasing him, chasing the villagers. When the villagers are coming there, and he was telling the truth only, by virtue of telling the truth, ahimsa happened. Because of this reason, he was destined to go to the hell. That story we have heard it. And here, what he was doing here, he was giving a dhanam to a person by virtue of which he could not support Duryodhana on one side, and it is not useful to the Indra also. And what he is doing is that he is writing his own death sentence. And this is what he is doing here. Akala dhanam. Desha is also not the apatra dhanam, and all these things he is indulging. And vratam is there means vratam is subservient to the paramadharma. That is more important. So what type of dana it is there? Karna is expecting something back from what is called Indra. What is in the second shloka? What it tells? It tells that Yattu pratyupakarartham phalamuddisya punah. So he is asking pratyupakaram, he is asking in two ways. He is asking, when you give me the Shakti Ayuda, that is, he is asking, restore my body to the normal situation. Both he is asking. So both Indra agreed for it. Because what happened here, in this way, when he is asking pratyupakarartham, that is called return gift, he is asking. At the same time, he is also asking to restore his body to a normal position. This is called Rajasika Danam. Satvika Danam, it is not there. Satvika Danam is only what is called Datavyamiti Yaddanam Diyate Anupakarine Deshe Kalecha Patrecha Taddanam Satvikam Sprutam. That is a Satvika Danam. Definitely it is not a Satvika Danam. That is called Dadichi's Danam is Satvika Danam. Karna's Danam is second quality it is coming. What is second quality means Rajasika Danam it is coming. It is very near to then what he is asking, charity is asking. He is expecting a reward. When he is expecting a reward, it is actually it is one more thing. Last dana, what is that one? What is called Adesha Kale Danam Apatrebhyasya Diyate. That is Karana. This Indra is not Apatrebhyasya Diyate means he is not worthy person to take this danam also. Then time is also not ripe. Adesha Kale Yadda. Adesha Kale Yaddanam. So the time is also not good. The time is actually warfare time. At that time, can you give out? You can't give it. Deceiving. That is called friendship is one more the thing which he has established with Duryodhana. And that is also is disowning Duryodhana also is disowning. So with all these things, what is happening is that sometimes it can be argued that it is falling under the Tamasika also. And what is then Karna? What he can be remembered is that he can be remembered as a person because he was having a vratam. In order to follow that vratam, he is deviating all dharmas also, and he is giving that dana, and he is expecting some reward again back from the person. So this is the danam that has been done by Karna. That is the danam done by what is called Dadichi. Dadichi never expected fame, name, and all these things. Karna wanted to expect name, fame, and everything for his act of all danams from the beginning. So danam, he is actually expecting fame, he is expecting a reward, and he is giving to a person who is not worthy to take the danam. He is giving a danam at a time which is not ripe, which is not good at all. All these things will make Karna's danam and Dadichi danam comparability if you do it. The danam will be standing much below the ladder of what we can call the way danam has to be performed. This is how this story has to be understood. So Karna at the most he can be remembered as more of a person who is having a woe that he wanted to give anything for the sake of his fame, and then he is a great donor or something of that nature, and it can be remembered in that way only in the history. But thing is that what is happening in the films and all these things, what we can see is that and Indra comes, and Indra comes when Indra is coming there, then Karna stands there, and Karna says that you are Indra, I know it, you are asking this danam and I would like, I can give you like that, and he cuts off his kavacham and give to him, and then Indra is very much pleased, you have given great danam, which nobody has given at any point of time. Then he gives on his own the Shakti Ayuda, and also he will be giving on his own, restoring his body, and bless him and go away. That is, nothing is of that nature. You have to see the story, entire story of Mahabharata. If you see the danam of Karna and danam of Shibi Chakravarti, or danam of Dadichi. Shibi Chakravarti also say the same type only. Time is there means that another some minutes are there. Okay. Shibi Chakravarti danam also of the same nature. Shibi Chakravarti, what he does? Shibi Chakravarti is having Sharanagata Vatsalata. It is there for him. So it is actually he is a Kshatriya. Shatat Trayate iti Kshatriya. Any person is in difficulty and if he is coming, please protect my life, then he has to protect the life. That is the vratam for him. So when the eagle is chasing the pigeon, and the pigeon is Agnideva and Indra. Indra is actually that eagle. And the eagle is actually chasing this pigeon. Pigeon comes under the protection of this person, Shibi Chakravarti. Shibi Chakravarti agreed that yes, I will protect you. When that is, I will protect you, then what is happening is that he will be coming, eagle is coming, and eagle will be arguing like this only again. If you don't give this pigeon, what will happen? My food is gone. If my food is gone, I will die. If I die, my family people will die. You will be responsible for the death of myself and also my family members. In that way, you are going to get the sin. Then he will be arguing. You wanted only food only, no. In order to compensate that food, I can give any type of food of this weight or much more also I can give. You leave this one because this is the Kshatriya's dharma, swadharma is that I have to protect this one. That is what he was arguing with that eagle. Eagle was telling, no, I don't want to take anything, only this pigeon only. But he was telling, I can't give this pigeon because it is Sharanagata Vatsalata is one of the aspects of one of the dharmic aspects of a Kshatriya. This is a Swadharma of a Kshatriya, which I don't want to deviate. Because being a Kshatriya, I can't deviate from my dharma. And dharma ordains that I should protect this one. Because I can give away my kingdom, I can give away my life, whatever it may be, but I have to protect this one. He will never be telling that I want to get a fame, I want to get a name. Never. He was not telling. I wanted to protect this because it is a Kshatriya dharma that I have to protect any person who is coming for his life purpose. I am protecting it. Then he says, if we are having so much of love out of pigeon, I can't distinguish between the flesh of you and the flesh of the pigeon. You okay can give your flesh only of its weight. Then the pigeon, then he says, you have done a great offer to me, and in this way you are actually giving me great what is called upakaram you are doing. I am very grateful to you, like that he says, and he will immediately a balance is brought, and pigeon is kept on one place, and he was cutting off his flesh and he was putting there like that. Then you believe it or not, and when he was cutting off his own flesh on the right side, he was cutting off and putting it on the balance. Then from his left ear, left eye, one ear drop falls. Then the eagle objects. No, you are weeping and you are giving it. But it is what is called pariklishtam. That is the definition is there. No, here with klesha, mana klesha you are giving, I don't want it. Then Shibi tells, no, it is not pariklishta. This left side of the body, what it is thinking is that this left side of the eye is thinking that this side is useless because that right side is so great. It is used for the purpose of great cause. But I am becoming waste, like that. It is feeling this left side is feeling, my left side of the body is feeling that it is becoming useless only when the right side of the body is being put there in the balance. Then eagle agrees, okay. Then he wanted to cut off entire flesh and he was putting like that, and never asked anybody to give back this life or whatever it may be. Because when he sees all these things, he must be knowing that eagle is not a small normal eagle. It must be a devata only, or it must be something great only. He never asks anything all this. He put his flesh, keeps quiet like that. Then Indra and Agnideva appears. And then in Mahabharata, it is nowhere mentioned that his body is restored and nothing is mentioned there. Whether he is dead or again he is alive, nothing is mentioned. And they were telling that your name and fame will be there forever, like that. They only bestowing him, but he is not asking anything. The thing is that Sharanagata Vatsalata, that is the Vratam he is following. What is the Sharanagata Vatsalata meaning here? He is also having a Vratam. Karna is also having a Vratam. Shibi Chakravarti's Vratam is for the protection of other person. This person's Vratam is that I want to give anything whoever is asking for my fame. So what is the Dhanam? Which Dhanam is great here? That we have to see all those things. If you see all these Dhanams, but because many persons I come across, everybody who don't read Mahabharata, no, they will be always feeling that Karna is actually something wrong has been done to him. It's not, no wrong has been done to Karna at any point of time in the entire Mahabharata. And thing is that we will be, without reading a book test, we will be having unnecessary, but what we can call giving more respect to this particular character. Not that I dislike Karna and all these things. The thing is that the character is like that. We have to analyze any character as it is there in Mahabharata. Not that we are on our own, we can't imagine something like that and give great respect to some person, less respect to some person. Not like that. Whatever story that is available, whatever case study that is available, just from the case, what we can see is that Karna's Dana is not a great Dana. Like that we have to understand. And with this, I would like to close my subject matter. And if anybody wants to ask any question, they can ask. I think time is also exact.
ధన్యవాదములండి. So much. We have heard 3 stories and comparison of all the 3 stories, Dhanam. Now, any questions? I think no questions.
Yeah, there are 2 questions.
Okay.
What are the reasons for the downfall of Karna in spite of his good quality of Dana? I think this has been answered, but still the question is there. And the other question is, what are the basic concerns of Rajadharma. What is Dharmarajya?
Okay, sir. This is actually what are the reasons for the downfall of Karna in spite of his good quality of dana. And here, and again, I discussed the dana, quality of dhanam, that is of Karna I discussed. And again, the question is put means, it is again the person who is asking the question is having some sort of what is called goodwill against Karna for no reason. What is the reason for the downfall of Karna in spite of his good quality of dana? What is the good? It is a good quality. I discussed a lot. It is not a good quality. That is what I discussed so far. And again, that is why only I told at the end of my summing up of my lecture, what I was telling is that people will be having unnecessarily some soft corner towards Karna. And this soft corner, he is the person who has raised the question, I believe, Murthy Garu, he is also having some soft corner for Karna only. Good dhanam is easy. I don't think it is a good dhanam, no? Good quality, the quality of good dhanam. Then one more thing what we have to understand is that Karna is giving this dhanam, no? And again, we will be having lot of stories in Mahabharata that on one occasion there was much rain was there, and in the rain, when rain is there, and people were coming and Brahmin came there, and Arjuna says that I can't give any dhanam like that, and then he goes to Karna. Karna actually picked up his arrows and roof, whatever roof that is a log is there, that entire thing he has taken out and he has given it. All these stories are not there in Mahabharata, please. So one more story also of similar nature is there. The similar nature of dana is that the dana is like this. There was on one occasion, Arjuna was always telling that you are always praising Karna for his dhanam, but what dhanam he is giving, I don't accept it. Arjuna was telling. Krishna wanted to teach him a lesson, and on one occasion he took Pandavas and Kauravas, both persons, to a seashore where heaps of sand was over there. Krishna, by virtue of his powers, he converted these two heaps into one is jewels and one is ratnas, like that he converted. And then he asked Arjuna, please, Arjuna, come here. And this is a heap of, this is one big heap of Vajras, Vaidurias, Ratna, everything is there. You donate it to some people like that. Then immediately Arjuna came there and he wanted to give it in small, what is called plates. He was taking a big plate and he was putting everything and giving, putting and giving, putting and giving. Ultimately, it could not be adjusted. Then what happened is that ultimately it was actually Krishna has given a time, because by the time the early morning happens, by the time Surya sunrise happens, by the time you have to distribute it in the night itself. So Arjuna was asking for Brahmins, come here like that, and he is giving like that, but this entire heap is not getting over. Then ultimately he asks Karna, you can't give it. Let me see Karna. Then Karna he asks. Karna comes there, then he will be asking, there are two heaps of Vajra Vaiduriyas, Ratna Rasis are there. Why don't you distribute? Immediately Karna asks two Brahmins, take this heap, take that heap, everything is over, anything is there, I want to distribute like that. Karna tells. This story is also not there. This is also actually, the story is invented by, I believe, Maruvur Kodandaram Reddy, one person is there in Telugu literature. He has written Karna Parvam. He is having a soft corner towards Karna to the great extent that, and Mahabharata he has distorted like anything ultimately, but I can't comment upon this great scholar. Maruvur Kodandaram Reddy is a great scholar, of course. But thing is that he was having a lot of soft corner towards Karna. And so what he has thought of is that he has inserted this story here. Somehow what happened is that the story is there in many places. Many places it is there, people will be discussing this story. This story is also not there in Mahabharata. So like this, many stories are being built up in order to enhance the prestige of Karna. So that is why the quality of Dana is not there in Karna. And Karna is actually why his downfall happened. His downfall has happened because of different reasons. Because from the beginning, he is not at all standing on Satyavratam. The thing is that when he goes to Parashurama, Parashurama will be asking. Then Parashurama is having what is called some principles he was having. He wanted to give whatever Astra Vidya only to the worthy persons only. Worthy persons in the sense not on the basis of caste, please. What you have to understand very clearly. because I don't have time to discuss those things. Ekalavya story I have discussed in the last batch of students. There, here it is saying that he is saying that only Kshatriyas I am going to give, only Brahmin I am giving. Why Kshatriyas and why Brahmins? The reason is there. Brahmins are there in order to teach other persons. Kshatriyas are there because they protect other persons. Here, the person who is going there, he is actually what is your varna? He will be asking. Do you fall in these two categories? Because if he is falling in the category of Kshatriya, yes, I am going to give it. If you are falling in the category of Brahmin, I am going to give it. Why? Because Brahmin is supposed to teach, and Vaishya doesn't require it. Vaishya is the person who earns money for the sake of the society. And Shudra is a tamasic guna, because I told you in the last class and last before class also. This is actually on the basis of jati. It is not decided on those days. It was on the basis of varna, what is called guna. What type of guna you are having, what type of karma you are doing. Guna karma vibhagashaha. So your guna is, your karma is Kshatriya, and your karma is Brahmana guna, then I will be giving. Otherwise, other persons, it is not required. That is the reason why even the Dronacharya has not given Astra Vidya to Ekalavya, because it doesn't require for him. Here also same thing. I don't want to give it. Then he was telling that I am also a Brahmin. I belong to the Bhargavasya Gotram. All these things he tells. So because he is telling untruth, and he wanted to deceive Parashurama, Parashurama got wild, and he gave the curse. And he believe it or not, when the curse is given to him, he came back, and he was regularly thinking that he was always telling Duryodhana that I can kill Arjuna. How can he kill Arjuna? When Parashurama has given a curse that you will be forgetting your whatever that is there in Astra mantras, you will be forgetting. At the time of your death, you will be forgetting. That he never told to Duryodhana, because he was always telling that you are my good friend, I am your good friend. So much of friendship is that. If so much of good friendship is there, what is more important? You should what is called give whatever information. Transparency should be there. If at all it is a good friendship. The friendship between Duryodhana and Karna is only a quid pro arrangement only, because Duryodhana has given the Rajyam for him, and he wanted to do service for him, and this is only a quid pro quo arrangement. Beyond that, nothing is there. What is the friendship here? If the real friendship is there, he has to transparently disclose everything to Duryodhana. He never disclosed everything to Duryodhana. Similarly, Duryodhana has not disclosed some aspects to Karna that some other page. Now it is not the time to discuss. So here, because of this reason, what happened is that, and one more thing is that Duryodhana was believing that Karna is going to win the war because of his kavacha and all these things. At the right time, at the time when war is going, immediately it is going to happen in another few days only, he has given out it for the sake of his fame. So then how can he, then he is a person who has done all these mischiefs. He is a person responsible for the giving of poison to Bhimasena. He is responsible for advising Duryodhana to put fire for the Lakshagruha. He was a person responsible in the court of Mayasabha for disrobing of Draupadi. So many fallacies are there, so many negative features are there for Karna. All these negative features, what happened is that one more story is also there. When he was aiming an arrow, that arrow has hit a cow, and Brahmin has given a shapam for him. And that is also actually, then in films it will be shown that Indra comes in the guise of a Simham first, and thinking that it is a Simham that is called lion. He aims the arrow, but the lion turns into a what is called a cow, and cow got died. And this is the story we see in Danavira Surkarna, we see. And that is all, everything is wrong only. And everything is portrayed wrongly, it is portrayed. What we can do for that? The film persons will be doing all these activities for the purpose of their film. It is only a purpose of getting money. The objective of film is something different. Objective of understanding Mahabharata is something different. So here nothing, all this is nothing is there. So there is unnecessarily downfall. Good qualities, it is not a good quality. He was having a lot of wrong features he was having. Because of this reason, his downfall happened. That is the first question. Any doubt is there still?
Yeah. Yeah. The other question is, how do you categorize Ekalavya Dana to Guru Dronacharya and similarly Bali Chakravarti?
Bali Chakravarti Danam and Ekalavya, what Danam is? Ekalavya Danam is thumb, no? Ekalavya Danam is actually, Ekalavya, it is a Guru Dakshina only has given, no? Ekalavya, it is not a Danam actually, to be frank. It is a Guru Dakshina. We have to understand it very, very clearly. We have to delineate these things, because Dronacharya goes to Ekalavya. This is one thing. I never taught you. If you feel that I am your guru. And he was telling very proudly, he was announcing to everybody that I am the disciple of Dronacharya, I am the disciple of Dronacharya, like that. Why? Arjuna is also not jealous, please, we have to understand. Arjuna, because Arjuna, Pandavas and Kauravas go to forest. They were having some dogs. When the one dog was going to their place, he has aimed 7 arrows at the, it was barking, when it was barking, he aimed 7 arrows. Arjuna saw the astra shlaghava of this person. How great he is putting. Who is this person? He is better than me. Let me inquire. They go there and they will be inquiring with him. Who are you, like that? And he tells, I am the disciple of the Dronacharya. They got astonished. And then, and one thing is that sometime earlier only, Arjuna goes to this person. He was asking Dronacharya, and he was with Dronacharya, and Dronacharya told him, among my Shishyas, you are the only person, greatest person. I gave the excellent training to you, only no other else. Then he got, there is some confusion. There is one more person is there, he is better than me. How can it be? Then how can my guru's words go wrong? He goes to the Dronacharya and asks, you have told something that, and he is telling something different. He is telling that you are Shishya. Then the Dronacharya understood. For this, because Dronacharya promise should not go waste. Dronacharya promised Arjuna that you will be the greatest person among my Shishyas. That promise should not go waste. And then Dronacharya goes there and he will be asking, am I your guru? Yes, you are my guru. Like that it is. If you feel that you are guru, you have to give Guru Darshana. Yes, he agreed. Then he give a thumb. Why he is asking thumb? Because he has given a promise to Arjuna that among my Shishyas you are the greatest person. But you are claiming, if you claim that Ekalavya tells that I am not your Shishya, Dronacharya is the very happiest person. He will come back because he no reason to ask any that Guru Darshana. No, he will not ask. Why should he ask? He will not ask any Guru Darshana. He will just go out. Because no reason to ask. Then he is asking because he is claiming that he is my guru. It is as simple as this, please. I will be telling like this. Suppose you are saying that I am there. I am doing some practice and medicinal practice I am doing, and I don't have any right qualification from any university. I will be giving some what is called a medicine to everybody. And somebody will be coming and asking from which university you have completed your MBBS. I will be telling that I have done this MBBS from Andhra University. I have done it. If I am telling like that, and because I don't have any certificate, and I will be giving this what is called medicine to everybody, and by virtue of giving, because I am a quack only, by virtue of giving this medicine, somebody got affected and somebody died. And then investigation took place. I don't have any degree. Then what will happen is that the matter will be reported to Andhra University. I published one on my own. I have taken out one certificate to Andhra University and kept it there. Then somebody goes and tells that your university student has done something wrong. The university comes to know it, what it will be doing. That first it will come there, seize your degree and punish you. That is what Dronacharya has done it. Here Ekalavya should have told very easily, this is not, you are not my guru. Then what is nothing wrong? He only is telling that he is using the name of Dronacharya. If something goes wrong, Ekalavya is actually a Rakshasagana person that we come across in Mahabharata story. And if he is doing, Dronacharya is actually Bruhaspati. He knows that he is a Rakshasagana person having taken birth here. And if he is given any education, it will be useless. So that is why he has not given education for him. Now by claiming that Dronacharya is my guru, he is defaming the name of Dronacharya, because he has, if any dog barks, what we should do? You should actually hiss at it, and that is called one arrow. You can aim it and you can send it away like that. You can frighten it. Beyond that, you should not do anything. But he has put 7 arrows. That shows he is a trigger-friendly tendency. Trigger-friendly tendency is there for him. If he is given astras, shastras, and all these things, what will happen to the society in future? Unnecessary things he will be aiming 7 arrows. That it is tendency. The tamasika guna is almost visible at that time. So you should not be left like that, claiming that he is my Shishya. My Shishya doing something harm to the society, it gives bad name to the Dronacharya only. That is the reason why what he asked is that he is asking his thumb. He is asking his thumb, he has given Guru Darshana, it is not a Dhanam at all. But Bali Chakravarti Dhanam is something different. Bali Chakravarti Dhanam, what he did, he thought that he is also, of course, it is inferior quality only compared to the Dadichi. He also wanted a name, fame only again. What he is telling is that he is again like Vrittasara only. He is taking the entire habits that is belonging to the gods. That is the reason why, because he is a great bhakta, devotee of Sri Mahavishnu. Sri Mahavishnu cannot kill him because he is his own devotee. His devotee he can't kill. But thing is that he is also doing adharmic activities, because adharmic activity means he is not giving havis to devatas. When havis is not given to devatas, what will happen? Devatas will become weak. Again, rain will not come and all these problems will be there and upon that. So again, gods go there and again will be asking. He is the person who is your devotee, but still he is not giving havis to gods. Then what to do? Then he has to be suppressed. That is the reason why Sri Mahavishnu takes the form of Vamana Avatara. He comes there and he will ask for Dana. And he did not want to kill him because he is a devotee. Once again, he is a devotee, he is a good person only. But only wrong thing he is doing is that he is not giving havis to Devatas. So he comes there and asks Dana. And he wanted to give Dana. Then Shukracharya objected, no, you are not supposed to give. The person who has come is Vishnu, and he will be actually doing something wrong will happen to you like that. Then he says, for me, the fame is more important. That is there, no? Fame is important for him. And it is whatever karma you do, you have to do with Nishkama karma, you have to do it. Nishkama karma means you don't expect anything from other person. That is called Satvika Dhanam. What he did, the person is a worthy person. He is asking for a worthy cause and worthy reason he is asking. That is correct. So Patrata, you can't question. Second, the only question that is involved is that he is actually, by virtue of doing his dhanam, because Vishnu I am giving it, Vishnu hand is down and my hand is up. This discussion is also there. That ego is also there for him. Because of this reason, Vishnu hand is up and my down and my hand is up. Something that he is having, that egocentric feeling is there. Aham bhava, what we can call. Aham bhava is not normal Telugu aham bhava. It is actually aham bhava means I feeling. That I feeling is there for him. And he is also thinking of his fame, name and all these things. Then what Vishnu did? Because of this reason, he put his head over his head and he put him down into the Patala Loka and did not kill him. That is there, no? Because that is a dhanam, he has done it. Here, Guru Darshana he has given it. Comparison is not there, please.
Okay. The other question is, what are Guru disciple relationships? There's a question in context of what are the special qualities of Arjuna that Drona teaches him about Brahmastra, which he does not even teach it to his son Ashwatthama?
Brahmastra, I think both persons he will be giving. Thing is that Brahma Shironamaka Astra, one more Astra is there. That Astra he gives only to Arjuna and he doesn't give it to Ashwatthama. Why he doesn't give it to Ashwatthama is that because we feel that Dronacharya is a bad person because he has not given education to Ekalavya. In that context only, this also can be interpreted. But he wanted to give only to a worthy person, because Astra Vidya is also something great which should not be given to each and every person. Like you can't give the technology of nuclear warfare to the terrorist. Similarly, you can't give it to unnecessary persons. A person who is having steadfast mind, who is having Shama, Dama, Indriya, Nigraha and all this person, that person alone is should be given this type of special astras. Normally, each and every person you can't give it. That actually the Dronacharya assessed the qualities of Ashwatthama and also Arjuna, and he felt that Arjuna is more deserving person. At that particular point, by virtue of intuition, we must have known it. The tendency we can this tendency can be established in future events. Let us see. This tendency is very much established in future events, including Karna. War is going on. When Kurukshetra war is going on, Karna was a chief commandant for 2 days only. And one day he aims Bhargavastra. Bhargavastra is supposed to be aimed at a worthy person only. Like Arjuna comes before him, or any other great person is going to come against him, he has to put Bhargavastra if at all it is required. But what he aims the Bhargavastra against the common soldiers. Thousands and thousands of people died on that day. He went and reported to Duryodhana on that day that Bhishma has killed 10,000 soldiers every day. 10 days, 1 lakh soldiers only. See, one day I have killed so many persons. So this is Bhargavastra should not be aimed like that. And Indriya Nigraha is there or not. The person should have a lot of Dama, Shama and Indriya Nigraha should be there. Arjuna belongs to that category because see, Urvasi has come to him. When Urvasi wanted to actually enchant him, at the time he was not deviating the path of Dharma. He says no. The Shama, Dama, Indriya Nigraha is there, very much there in Arjuna. He comes back. No, I don't want to say my father. You are giving happiness to my father also, and I can't do justice in this way. I don't want to do it. She cursed him and she goes out. Still he accepts it and he will not give written what is called written curse also he has not given. He has come back like that. That is the gentleness of the Arjuna. And one more aspect also we can see when Uttara Gograhana, Uttara that Agnatavasa is over. When Agnatavasa is over and the real nature of Pandavas is come out, and Virat Raja know that he is Arjuna, he is Dharmaraja, he is Bhima like that. And then he proposes a marriage. The marriage is that he was having the daughter Uttara. He says that let Uttara marry Arjuna. And when Arjuna it is married, our relationship will be cemented much more like that. He tells. Then Arjuna tells, no, it is not the right way because I have taught her all these days. Because I am a guru, she is my shishya. In that way only all these days I looked at her. Because she was dancing before me. She was dancing before me, and I have seen all the body aspects of Uttara I have seen. But still, I am a guru. With that aim, with that intention, I never looked at her. Because of this reason, because instead of marrying me, you marry to her my son only. That is what the cause. That way, he politely refuses and says that he is actually Shamadama Indriya Nigra. That is there. He establishes himself. And one more thing is that in the warfare, he never used any great astras against any person unless it is warranted. Even Karna, when he is telling killing, also he will be killing with a normal arrow only. He will not be using any great astra. He will not be using. And one more aspect at the time of Uttara Gograhana, all warriors have come there. He could have killed so many persons. Karna was defeated by Arjuna 3 times on the same day. Uttara Gograhana. Karna was actually running and again coming back, and he wanted to fight with Arjuna. And again Arjuna defeats him, and again Karna runs away, and again he comes back. He never killed him. Because what he did at the time, with all this Nigraha, Indriya Nigraha, he wanted to end the war by evening. That is his aim. On that day, he is not supposed to take into consideration the entire great war. He did not want to do on that day. Only his aim is that on that day, he has to reduce that war. He wanted to conclude that war by the evening. So he put that Sammohanastra so that everybody fell asleep, and he took out that Sirastranas and he came back. That is a story. So like that, and in even in Mahabharata also, whenever he wanted to aim some arrows, he used to think twice whether to put it or not to put it. And always he was in the thinking mode. He was there. That is the reason why the entire Bhagavad Gita was taught to him. So he is actually always he was feeling that they are also my people only. Guruna hatva hi mahanubahun shreyo vibhaktum Apihaloke. And something is of that nature is there in Bhagavad Gita. I can't kill my guru, I can't kill my other persons. All these persons are my people only. And this Rakta Shikta Ahara I can't take. This type of activities he will be telling all the time. So this is the nature of the Arjuna. Because of this reason, Arjuna was given all these astras. Even if the astra is possessed by him, he will not use it. He was having the Pashupatastra. He would have put the Pashupatastra and destroyed the entire army on a single day. But he never used it, even though he was having Pashupatastra. Because the astras have to be used with all what is called the only the last cause only. Otherwise, last resort, they are not supposed to use it. This is what Arjuna has exhibited in future. So that is the way all these things he has assessed. The Dronacharya assessed. Because of this reason, he has not given. What he has given to Arjuna, he has not given to his own son. That is the idea of this. Ashwatthama, what he did when the entire war was over, He took out his what is called weapons, and he went there, and all the sleeping army he killed, which is not supposed to be done. It is a tamasic act. People who are sleeping here, he is not supposed to kill. He killed all the army of the entire remaining army of Pandavas, and also the 5 Upapandavas. He killed that day with his sword and comes back. That is the nature of Aswathama. The nature of Arjuna is something different. When the same Aswathama was caught hold of, and again he was not killed by Arjuna or Dharmaraja, whoever it may be. They wanted to kill, but Dharmaraja objected, no, he should not be killed. Draupadi objects, no, he should not be killed. See, that is the greatness of those people. So this is why only the person who is having this sthita pragnatvam, that person only should be given all this type of astras. Other person should not be given. So Ashwatthama was not given because of the precise reason.
Yeah, the other question is whether devatas are dependent on Havis food offered.
Hmm.
Are they consuming food like living beings?
No, sir, here what we can say is that Devata is actually what we can call is that, to be frank, in the cosmic scheme of things, Devatas are functional gods. Actually, we are having one Paramatma. Ekam Sat Vipra Bauddha Vadanti. That is there. Only one God is there for us. Thing is that we have actually the one God, the Paramatma from the Atma Tattvam, Hiranya Garbha has emerged. That is Srushti Karikrama, it is there. Then three people, that is called Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara. One person's activity is what is called creation. One person is actually maintaining that creation. The third person is destroying that entire creation. This is actually the activity that has been designed for Trimurtis. That is there. Then again, some other gods are designed because all these gods are actually one person has to be Agni, one person is a nature gods only. All this is nature gods only. And this is actually designed in such a form that it is only we have to respect this God, and so that it can be pleased by this God will be bestowing us. So that is the reason in Mahabharata, in Bhagavad Gita, we come across Annad Bhavanti Bhutani Parjanyad Anna Sambhavaha. Yajnat Bhavanti Parjanyaha Yajnaha Karma Samudbhavaha, like that. So if you do Yajna, by virtue of Yajna, what will happen is that we are pleasing the nature gods, and the nature will be bestowing something back to us. So this is actually the rhythm is it is all symbolic significance only. The gods will be pleased means when you perform a havana or yajna, what will happen is that by virtue of doing that yajna, whatever vayu that is coming out, if you take the entire ghee and one person is eating it, one person only will be having it. But the same ghee, if it is put on the yajna, and what will happen is that it will be coming out in the form of vayu, and it will be going to different persons and spreading across the entire place. That is the purpose of yajna and yagas and all these things. Here, instead of one person consuming the entire thing, and say something back when the famous what is called one Hindi actor, and I think precisely Shah Rukh Khan, he told something sometime back, in Hindu people will be putting a lot of what is called ghee into the ignas, and it is a waste. Instead of that, you can give it to some other people. So that is ignorant people only will be talking like that. Here the thing is that when yajna is done, instead this will be converted into vayu rupa. Even science also tells that energy can neither be destroyed nor created. This energy is converted into some other energy. That what happened is that has gone to different other persons. Because of this reason, what is it, the entire area did not get polluted. You believe it or not, when Bhopal gas tragedy took place in 1984 or 81, I don't know, 84 I believe. When a Bhopal gas tragedy took place, there are two houses in Bhopal, a particular spot, wherein the people are very traditional people. Morning to evening, they used to do yajna havanas only. That methane isocyanide has come, no? That methane isocyanide, it has come and began to destroy all the people. People were falling like anything. And these people were on that day also, they were not knowing they were performing the great yajna in their house. All people were safe. Nothing has happened to those persons. And this has come in the newspapers in those days. You can verify those newspaper the things also. And these two families never got affected by that great tragedy no, they were not affected. That is the power of the yajna. Only thing is that what we are lacking in Sanatana Dharma is that we are not doing research in those aspects. Suppose if yajna is conducted, what is the thing that is happening in the entire environment, we are not seeing it. And the environmental gods are represented in the form of environment only, because we are actually we wanted to respect each and every aspect of the nature environment. So if we are respecting the nature, that is called water, it is water god. If we are respecting Vayu, it is a Vayu god. If we are respecting Agni, it is Agni god. Like that, the symbols we have put it like that. So if we are pleasing all those persons, the environment is getting pleased, and because of this reason, we will be getting rain, we will be getting other things and all these things. Doesn't mean that the devatas will be taking the all habits and all these things. They will be taking, they will be eating it. Not like that. It is all symbolic significance only. Symbolic significance. Instead of explaining all these things, if you begin to explain all this, is common people may not understand all these things. Because of this reason, our people, what they have done long back is that they created Puranas, they created and all other things. Do yajna. If you tell simply, I will tell you that you do yajna because of this reason, scientific reason. All scientific people, nobody will be understanding all these things. They will understand in the form of religion aspect. You do it, you get punyam. They do it. So that is the reason why all these things are designed in that fashion. We have to understand in that way only all these things.
Okay. So there is one other question. I'll skip that. Why Lord Krishna wanted Arjuna to kill Kauravas while he himself could have killed Kauravas?
No, that is also a good question, no? Because Krishna, believe it or not, when Pandavas were spending their time in Vanavasa, they were there in Vanavasa, no? At the time, 2-3 occasions, Krishna comes to meet Pandavas. Whenever he comes to meet Pandavas, there is a discussion. Every time he will be telling, because you are standing on the path of dharma. Because of this reason, I am restrained like this. I can go kill Duryodhana. I can kill all those persons. I can kill and come back. Then Dharmaraja was always telling, no, it is not correct. Because what he was telling is that because we are on the path of dharma, because the condition on the time of this Dhyutam was that we should go for exile for 12 years and 1 year Agnatavasa, we are supposed to do it. And then only we have to go and claim back our land. Until then, we are not supposed to go. If you go there and kill all those persons, we get sin. That is what he was telling. So he could have killed, but even at the time of warfare also, he could have killed all those persons. Even when he went to Raibaram also, at the time also, they wanted to what is called enslave Krishna by ropes and all these things. At the time also, he could have killed. Why he was not killing means he is not interested in killing any person, because for a god there is no karma. That is, we have to understand very clearly. What is his nature is that he does not have any good karma or bad karma. Nothing is there for him. That is what he precisely tells in Bhagavad Gita also. For me, I don't have any karma, because I am actually a person who wants to restore the dharmic rhythm in the society. Paritranaya sadhunam vinasaya cha dushkrutam. So only dharma rhythm should be there in the society. If dharma is getting affected, I want to be on the side of on that side, and I want to restore dharma. That is the only duty for me, because beyond that nothing is there for me. And if Dharmaraja Pandavas are on the other side, he would have been this the side of Duryodhana only. But thing is that here adharma should be suppressed and dharma should be established. Because of this reason, he is there with Arjuna and other Pandavas. You believe it or not, he was having 4 aunts. Kunti is one of the aunties, what is called father sister. Other 3 sisters are there. Other 3 sisters, all sons Krishna only killed. Only Pandavas he did not kill. Why Pandavas he did not? He wanted to help Pandavas only, because precisely for the reason that Dharmaraja stands for dharma and he wanted to establish dharma. And otherwise, Ramayanam and Mahabharatam both you can see. Ramayanam, Ramo Vigrahavan Dharma, because he is the embodiment of Dharma, he is in the forefront all the time. But here he did not want to be in the forefront, because there is Dharmaraja is there. Let him do it, because for the God, he doesn't have any good karma, bad karma, nothing is there for him. Only duty for him is to establish dharma. In Ramayana, in order to establish dharma, he was the embodiment of dharma, he wanted to establish it. In Mahabharata time, there is Dharmaraja is there, he can take care of dharma, just help him. That is what he did. He did not want to kill. Why should he kill? Because one more thing is that all these persons are having some pratignas. They wanted to do that great. Bhima has done some pratigna, Arjuna has done some pratigna. And let them do the pratigna, let them stand by that pratigna. Let them do all those things. And he is actually, he knows that they all people are instrumental in his hand only. That is also there. So he will be helping them in order to restore dharma only, not help Pandavas because they are his brother-in-law or something, not like that. No brother-in-law, nothing is there. Krishna for him, no relationship is there. If the relationship is there, brother-in-law is there, some aunties, their sons and all these things means he would not have killed Shishupala. Shishupala is also Shishupala is the son of his aunt only. That is there, no. Ekalavya also is his aunt's son only, because he was grown up as a Nishada. All these things are there, please, because Mahabharata intricate things will be, many things are there. Krishna doesn't want to kill anybody. Even Krishna doesn't want the war also. If war is not there, if dharma is restored on its own, okay, let it be established. But thing is that it is not established. Duryodhana was not willing to give. What to do? Then dharma has to be established. The Atatainas have to be punished. That is the reason why, in order to restore dharma, he is on the side of Pandavas, not for any other reason.
Yeah. The other question which I skipped is, can you please inform one sloka? There is a sloka which, if we read from the beginning, it is from Ramayana, while it is read from the other side, it is Mahabharata. There is some sloka. I think
I think, sir, that book is something written in the 15th, 16th century. Sir. Something, I think it is Ramabhyudayam, something, I don't remember the name. WhatsApp, it will be coming very frequently.
right. It comes on the WhatsApp. Yes.
WhatsApp, it will be coming, sir.
Right.
And it's actually one book written by some poet sometime in 15th, 16th century, not the old person actually. That person has written Ramayana and Mahabharata together. If you read from one side, it is Ramayana, one side, one more thing is that it is.
It's a Telugu poem actually.
It is a Telugu, sir, Telugu book.
Right.
It is written like that, but I don't recollect anything from out of, because I have not read it also.
Right.
Sir.
Okay, the questions are over, Babu Garu. I think it's 8 o'clock. We can go for Prarthana.
ధన్యవాదములండి నాగరాజరావు గారు. We had another very good, interesting and very informative, very valuable, engrossing. These adjectives are very less. I don't know much of English, and even in Telugu also I'm not very good in putting adjectives. All together we are very engrossed and did not find this 1.5 hours. It is like 2-3 minutes only. Thank you so much. Tomorrow also we are having one more lecture, and till then so we will go for Prarthana and then Janaganamana. Okay, sir?
Yes, sir. Shall I start?
Now let us go for Prarthana. Jayasri Garu.
Yes, sir. स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्तां न्यायेन मार्गेण महीमहीषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितो ब्राह्मणः सन्तु निर्भयाः अपुत्राः पुत्रिणः सन्तु पुत्रिणः सन्तु पौत्रिणः अधनाः सधनाः सन्तु जीवन्तु शरदां शतं सत्यं वद धर्मं चर स्वाध्यायान् मा प्रमदः सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ఓం శాంతి శాంతి శాంతి. ఓం పూర్ణమద పూర్ణమిదం పూర్ణాత్ పూర్ణముదచ్యతే పూర్ణస్య పూర్ణమాదాయ పూర్ణమేవావశిష్యతే. ఓం శాంతి శాంతి శాంతి. సర్వే జనా సుఖినో భవంతు. స్వస్తి అండి. ధన్యవాదాలు.
ధన్యవాదములండి జయశ్రీ గారు. నౌ లెట్ us రిక్వెస్ట్ చల్లా చిట్టిబాబు గారు టు రిసైట్ నేషనల్ యాంథమ్ ప్లీజ్.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तब जय गाथा जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे जय जय
ధన్యవాదములండి చల్లా చిట్టిబాబు గారు. థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్.
I think